Okay, so today I ran my 3 miles, and as I was running my 3 miles, thinking about how I procrastinated all week, thinking about how when I was in the Marines, I would run 3 miles just about every day, you know. Master Sergeant Burkett made us run so much. We ran, we'd run for about almost an hour, it seemed, and 3 miles doesn't take that long. So, then a lot of hills, but so I was doing it today, and I was running, and I was thinking, why did I wait? Because it's cold. We got that winter storm ice wall thing supposed to be moving through, but so like the wind was blowing really hard, and it was cold, and it was miserable, right? I mean, I ran faster because I just wanted to end it as fast as I could. For some reason, it turns out that I guess I'd rather be in pain that I'm controlling than misery that I'm not. You know what I mean? So like, I would rather run those 3 miles real hard and get them over with than basically just sit out there and be miserable because of the weather. So anyway, I got them done faster. I did 3 miles in just under 27 minutes. So, I mean, I was fairly happy with that. I was pushing it hard going up hills. I remember that's how I used to run. I used to try and push it going up hills, like really just step on the gas and then coast going back down. Same way I drive a car, you gotta step on the gas going up and then back off on the way down, right? So that's the way I used to run, and I would think about that because it gave me something to think about that made me just grit down and run harder. And that was the fact that this is me stepping on the gas. But as I was doing all this, I don't want to get too motivated for you where you're like, whoa, this guy's loving it. No. No, I didn't. And I was wondering why what I think I'm trying to accomplish by doing it just once a week. It's like you were doing it almost every day. So whatever you think you're going to get by doing this once a week shit, you're not. I'm like, well, but if I can do once a week, maybe I could step it up to twice a week, Maybe I just have to tell myself to do the damn thing, and then I'll do it. I just didn't want to start off with something I knew I couldn't do, like, I'm going to run 3 miles 5 days a week. I would have failed on day 2, like, look at me right now. I'm already procrastinating. So anyway, I was wondering, like, what I'm doing it for, and then I thought about it, and I thought, 2024, Cooper's very first Christmas, I was out there playing football with my other 2 kids who were 15 and 16 at the time. Now they're 16 and 17. But I was playing football, and in 2040, Cooper's going to be 16 and I'm going to be 60. And there will be 10 or 11, at least, cousins there that are all between the age ranges of 32 and 14. That's primo football numbers. So we're going to want to play, and this 60-year-old's going to want to play. I mean, we played at Christmas. I'll find a clip of that one day, and I'll put it in one of these things when we're sharing a memory. Just kind of like I also, so after I did the running, and I thought, okay, I did the running, and then I had to do the stretching because I thought, okay, I can't just, running's not enough anymore. Running was enough back when I was doing it every day. Running was enough. But now I have to stretch. I have to spend the other 5 days stretching from that 1 3-mile run. And even then, stretching, I'm just like, why am I doing this? It's painful. The only people I ever see stretching are flexible, right? I've tried it at the gym. I'm like, all right, let's stretch. And then I look around, I see people stretching and they're, touching their toes and shit. And I'm like, barely, like, all right, that's where the back doesn't let me move anymore. But again, I don't need to be, I don't expect to be tackled and shit when I'm 60, but I'm at least going to be out there playing with you guys, throwing a football, catching a football, right? I'm going to do it. I'll be damned if I'm going to be an old person sitting on the sidelines. And the thing is, even if I'm 60, 16 years, that means Gator will be like 42. He'll be out there playing, right? David then will be my age now. He'll be 46, 45. So he'll be playing, like we'll all be playing. It's going to be a great football game. We might even do a tournament. I don't know. It's Christmas of 2040, which is coming up fast. And that's the thing. And I was like, I got to get ready for it. I got to start training for the great football game of 2040. It's not necessarily that, but I mean, I do want to be able to go out there and throw a football with Cooper. I do want to be able to go ahead and like run around roughhouse and do shit. Like, you know, playing pool is kind of what we migrate to, and that I can do old, and I will do it old. But you know, I'm probably gonna have to steer away from it and let it go, because I'm pretty sure my older son Jordan can beat me right now. So obviously he just beat us at bowling. Man. So I got to get good at something, and I guess it's going to be running. No, I just, longevity is what I want to, I know that I could be in a whole lot better shape right now at 45 if I had spent the last 15 years just putting in a little bit of effort, you know, just a little bit. But out of the last 15 years, I've probably worked out 5 years of it, and even that has just been like, you know, bench press, curls, some squats, you know, just like, all right, these squats I don't know about, because I justified it by like my knees hurt, so I didn't do much. Anyway, I just didn't do much. Well, I've gotten off on a real tangent here. I'm not trying to run on forever. I just wanted to explain that I'm doing this for the longevity of my life, so that I can play with my kids when they're older. Because I say when they're older, but I'll be the one that's older, you know, but like by definition, I'll be older. They'll be more play withable, you know what I mean? Like I mean, you're probably not supposed to like say, oh, I punch my kid. If he's 16, ugh, get him a good one, right? No, I don't mean box necessarily. However, I did want to, like, I was thinking about stretching and how I didn't have to actually do it 3 years ago, or 3 years ago. I should have started 3 years ago. I didn't have to stretch back when I was 30, because I was a, you know, Marine Corps martial arts instructor. And it wasn't that so much as the fact that then we rolled around, you know, like you would do jujitsu moves and rolling around on the mats, and like different training you did to try and like get out of there. Here, I gotta show you. I don't know what's going on right now. There's birds. I know. Seems like we lost track there, right? But what are they doing, right? I don't know. Can you see them? Yeah. Man, I don't know when I stopped recording this. Man, that's a bummer. I don't know when I stopped recording that. I turned it around so you could see the birds, and then I turned it back around. I'm sitting there talking about how I wish one of them would have shit on the window so I could show you that, but it didn't happen. So anyway, I did some raking this week. Man, that sucks. You know, it's like, it seems like, what's the point? It really does feel like that sometimes. There's a lot of things that you just have to do. Stretching is another one. It's like, why am I going to stretch? They'll just get tight tomorrow. Right. But let's worry about that tomorrow, you know? Like, the leaves fall, and it's like, man, look up in the trees. Well, there's still a bunch of leaves, so I don't think I feel like doing it yet, right? Well, it's just going to get worse if you don't, right? So you don't have to now, necessarily, but it's going to be worse, harder, like and you're going to be even less likely to want to do it later. That's, no, you should see the side of our house. It's green. Why? Because I didn't wash it. I'm going to wash it, though. I'll put that on a video, because I raked today to show you what I did, you know, because I was thinking about it, and I was like, now I'm going to go rake, and I'm going to prove it, because I'm going to go rake and video it. And that way, one day when Cooper's my age, and he's like, boy, I wish I had a kid around that was a teenager so he could rake. That's what my dad did. That's what I tried to do. That little shit moved back to Oklahoma. That I haven't raked since. I haven't raked since he left in 2023. You know, we had Cooper. I was like, all right. And then 2023, Jordan left. In 2024, I had Cooper. And so then I thought, all right, now I've got a son that can rake. And now I'm realizing that's not going to happen right away. So I'm doing the raking, right? Anyway, I videoed it. So I can show Cooper, or show you, like, I don't know or care who's watching this. I know Cooper's not old enough yet, and I hope one day he appreciates it. And I don't know if my other two kids are not. I don't want to ask them because they're a little bit embarrassing, these videos. So I don't want them to be like, this is what Dad's doing right now. But one day I want them to look back and be like, man, that's what Dad did, huh? And that's why he did it. And it might be in 2040. It might be in the great football game of 2040. I will show them this video. And I'll be like, hey guys, I want you to know the reason I'm out here, the reason I'm so limber at 60, the reason that we're playing football hard, hardcore, no pads, full tackle. We'll talk about that one. But the reason we're able to do all that, well, here, watch this video from 2026 when I said, this is what I'm doing. Yeah, and this is why. You're why. You're why I'm doing this. Now let's go play some football. Oh, I got a video of Cooper I thought about clipping in because me and him were playing football. But all he would do was stare at the damn camera. He just wanted to look at because it was on a tripod and that was new to him, so I guess it looked like a robot. Anyway, he just wanted to play, and so I was like, you're not even playing football with me. 1-year-olds, am I right? They're difficult. All right, well, there's people around now. I gotta go. Do my eyes look crossed? Boy, they do, huh? I got punched in this side of the head, right? I didn't do anything, is what I'm saying. The guy went to prison for 9 years, but he came up and hit me. They're saying he must have had a roll of quarters or something in his head. He didn't know, but it broke the orbital, knocked me out. When I fell on the sidewalk, this side landed on the curb. So when I woke up, both my eyes were swollen shut. It was, and then him and his friends. So then my friend stepped up to him. I was knocked out, so I don't know anything about it. I woke up in the hospital. But anyway, my friend stepped up to him and they pulled guns and took off. So, but it was all on camera. I didn't even recognize the guy. They said he was at the same bar that I was at. But when they showed the film, I just was in the corner drinking, playing pool by myself. And then I went out to the curb to wait on a cab, and the video shows his friend came up and grabbed me and he hit me. Aaron Lewis was his name. He was on steroids and all kinds of other shit, apparently, so he probably wasn't thinking straight. I put as much distance between me and him as I can. I say that because that was California. This is South Carolina. So it's a good bit of distance. Because they put him in prison for 9 years 20 years ago. Oh, yeah, do I look like I'm out there living that kind of life right now? No. I mean, this was quitting time at the bar, I don't make it to that time anymore. I don't even make it late enough that I would go to the bars. We had to quit our pool league because seriously, pool didn't start till 7:15 p.m. and that's my bedtime. And that's another thing. When you hang out with me in the future, children, you're all gonna see those are not his hours. What the hell? Right. You guys all screw me up. When I'm hanging out with you guys, it's all hours of the night. Right now, when you go to bed at 7, so do I. And I like it. I like it. I'm thinking about that too, with all right, I'll take a video of me out washing the house, and I'm like, man, what else would you be doing? What else would I be doing? Nothing. Nothing is what else I'd be doing. I love doing nothing. That's what I want to do all the time. But sometimes you don't get to do that, which actually, I'm about to go in the gym. I don't want to go in the gym. Get it? Now, going in the gym has a little bit more to it also. There's a little bit of vanity in it for me because, I did used to look good. And now I feel like I look like an old guy that could have used to look good. So, I want to go in there and so that old guy, he's looking good. I'd like to hear that, but even if I don't, I feel like I'm better for the effort, right? I'm better because I tried, right? because I've realized that while I was doing that, and even in 2020, I think I looked all right. I just got too skinny, lost too much weight. But in 2020, I looked all right. But I wasn't flexible. I couldn't really move. I stopped running because my legs and hips and everything hurt so bad. So I wasn't in functional shape. I was just in shape. I could have been a anorexic Abercrombie model or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, I had abs and I had everything, but a few extra ribs showing, like, boy, you should eat a meal. Like, well, this is the only way I knew how to get abs anymore, because I don't feel like putting in the effort. So I'll just starve myself. That's stupid. It looked horrible. Anyway, so then I thought I was doing good this time, because I'm about 25 pounds heavier than that. But I just put on a tight shirt and realized that it's really, like, not much tighter in the good areas, but it's uncomfortable around that midsection back fat area, right? So then I was like, okay, I guess I put on the weight, but it wasn't exactly the right kind of weight. So now I got to try and change that up. But it's not as important to me anymore as being able to tie my shoes, you know? So, I know. And one day you'll be here too. You're just not right now. You're blessed. You're young. You have your whole life ahead of you. If you take the time to watch this while you're young and are like, oh, this guy makes middle age sound miserable. Okay, good. My job is done. All right, seriously, I have to go in the gym now. It's been good talking to you.